So after you left the army and joined the Indian Police Service, when you were as SP OT, you were posted to the combined district of the Tanjore district, which is now
Now three
three
districts.
districts. So there you had to handle a major agitation between the agricultural workers, who were mostly Dalits, and the landlords. And then there you handled that situation remarkably well, and you're also instrumental in bringing about the Minimum Wages Act. Can you tell us a little bit about your stint as a SP Tanjore, sir?
Actually, I should say something about Nilgiris also. Nilgiris is a very peaceful district where no police action was ever imagined. But when I was there was a situation. Around there's a cordite factory. There, some of the workers got angry with the local sub-inspector for taking two of them to the station. So they blocked the road. There is a road leading from Coimbatore to Ooty, Metropolitan to Ooty. So for 2 hours there was no traffic. All vehicles had to stop. So I was informed. I was in Ooty. When I was informed, then I said I will come there. Because that in Nilgiris district, the whole strength was very little. One SP, one DSP, 3 or 4 inspectors and some staff. So I asked the armed reserve section to follow me. I went. The DSP and I went to Aurangabad. When we went to Aurangabad, there were about 500 cordite factory workers who were blocking the road. Road opposite the police station. So they said, we won't allow traffic. Let everyone come here. Then I said, you cannot block the road. It's a national highway. It's from Nagapattinam to Mangalore National Highway. They said nothing doing unless the sub-inspector apologizes, you won't allow. I said it can't be done. So when the talks were going on here, like this, some people got round behind the police station and they started throwing stones. And I was standing in front of the police station. And at that time, one constable told me, sir, see the jeep. My jeep was on the road. They are trying to set fire to the jeep. They had opened the gate, door, engine
Bonnet,
and they were trying to set fire. Then I thought it's a dangerous situation. That's where is cordite factory, all explosives. So this person who was trying to set fire, I shot him. I shot him from the
station.
In front of the station. So he shot and he fell inside. Fell on the open engine. Then the engine cover fell on him. That was a signal for everyone to run. Just one shot. But in the meanwhile, the crowd which was trying to enter the station through the rear, one constable shot one round and one more was killed.
Oh.
So 2 killed and 2 or 3 injured. Lot of injuries were due to there is a barbed wire fence separating the factory from the road. So a lot of people crashed through the fence. They were injured. So about 200 people are injured. Bullet injuries only 2. So, but luckily for us, there was a military hospital in Wellington. So we sent all of them there. By the time the DIG Shanai came from Coimbatore, he also talked to them and it was over. Then the inquiry went on and there was a judicial commission and the commission gave it in our favor. So he said the young SP, I was only SP for 2 months, 3 months, 2 months, 3rd month this happened. So he has handled the situation very well. So that was the first police firing I had in my service, which today stood me in good stead.
Keela Venmani carnage, post Keela Venmani carnage in Tanjore district. I'd like to talk.
So from Ooty, that time there was serious Kisan trouble in Tanjore district. very serious trouble. That was in 68,
8.
December 24th. So that day, there the agricultural workers are all from Ramnad and other backward districts. They were brought there for work. And the landlords had severe control over them. But the communists made inroads. They used to fight for the Kisans. That's why it was called Kisan trouble. So, in Keelvanmini village, which is all communists, there was nobody else. The landlords and their people came and they threatened the Kisans. So the Kisans anyway refused to work, but they didn't come out. The landlords, on Gopalakrishna Naidu, after the Kisans ran, Kisans with the families, they followed them. Seeing the landlords' people coming with weapons and all that, they said they all ran. Before running away from the village, the women and children, they put them in the last hut. At the last hut they put them and locked from outside to show the people that there was nobody inside. And they went away. So landlords, people came and set fire to the whole village. All huts, so it went off. But nobody knew who was inside. They thought everyone had run away. Next time when the fire service went there to put off the fire, they found 45 dead bodies inside the last station. Mostly women and children. That was the Keelvanmini. That was a starting point of further trouble. Anyway, Kisans were, that was their rallying call, Keelvanmini. Landlords were in the defensive. So there only, because the Kisan trouble movement was increasing, I was posted there from Nilgiris. I hadn't completed 2 years. So I was asked to go there and join. So I went and took over. So when I went to Keelvanmini, I realized how serious the situation was. And there can be no compromise between the landlords and the Kisans. Kisans have lost so many lives. Then I went all around, everywhere we never used to go to the office. From one village to another, harvest trouble or field work trouble, harvest or cultivation. It went on like that. So I managed everything well. Then Keelvanmini also there was a judicial inquiry, and the Judicial Commission said the police could not have helped it. So now better have a compromise. Then based on the compromise, the government ordered the Minimum Wages Act. Previously no wages were given, they were given some rice. You feel work the whole day, they were given one measure of rice and curd. So minimum wages was involved, so that solved the problem. But even then it was a very big district. So Mr. Karunanidhi was the CM, he called me and said, you bifurcate the district into east and west, and east only were more Kisans. West had some towns like Kumbakonam and all that. So my ADSP, there was ADSP under me, on your bifurcating the district, he will be promoted and posted as SP Tanjore East. But when actually everything was over, he told the IG that I would go to East. The East only had a Kisan problem. That's how I was posted there. So I did 2 years in Tanjore Campaign district and 2 years in Nagapattinam. Even then, they never allowed. They said, Karnanidhi used to say, after this, next harvest must be here. Then on the harvest day, because I was supposed to go to the senior officers' course in Mount Abu. Then when the harvest is over, they will say cultivation. So it was going on. Then luckily for me, there was a 10-year rule. Within 10 years, you must undergo the senior officers course. So I said, this is the 10th year, I will go now. Then they said, all right, you go, but come back and join the same place. I said, all right, and I went down. That's but that gave me a good background. It's Tanjore and Nagapatnam, Kisan problem, all communists.
Right.
So they were strong, but they didn't create any problem. So I was able to solve the problem. After that, I had no hope of deputation or anything. They wanted me there.
That was really remarkable thing, sir.